So, if you ever tried kettlebell sport and somehow failed it, felt miserable and frustrated, it's probably one of the two reasons that I'm going to talk about and that are rarely spoken about, which is sad. And this video is inspired by my student Brandon, who's a great athlete, a dedicated man, and we have had a conversation just now about his session and what his expectation was. All right, so listen carefully because it might be you, and it's very well may be not your fault. Forgive my English, okay? I've messed up some tenses here. So if you don't know me, I'm Coach Michael's son, and I've stopped counting my coaching years after 15, all right? Years in kettlebell sport and in functional stuff, but mostly kettlebell sport as my home-based discipline. Okay, let's get the party starting. Reason number one, it's the coach that you've chosen. Now, I'm not talking about charlatans, shitty coaches. Okay, we're not talking about these people. I'm talking about people, and I've had those people. I have those people coming to my workshops. I have those people as my students, and they ask me questions. And those people went to the top-notch coach, okay, like Sergey Rudnev, like Ivan Denisov, okay, like great names, super high athletes. And something didn't work. Now, saying that Coach Rudnev is a bad coach is like saying that like I don't know, like I really can't have enough expression here. All right, the man basically almost invented kettlebell sport. Okay, one of the first coaches and most decorated coach ever. Ivan Denisov is, I believe, maybe still the most decorated world champion in heavyweight. They know their shit, and they've grown sub-decent athletes. But the thing is, when we often approach high, like top-notch coaches, like if I want to swim and I come to the Michael Phelps coach, like, dude is not interested in somebody like me that just want to, move through the water and somehow having some ease with the back pain. He's coaching top athletes. Now, if I'm not, willing to bust my ass off and like really swim 9 sessions per day, 3 hours in the water, like, boy, don't take your money and get the fuck out of here. And he's absolutely correct, because this is the people they work. And sometimes when you approach an elite coach, they don't know how to make the transition and work with, let's call them sedentary athletes, okay? Not Homer Simpson. Sedentary meaning like you are not you're not Soviet, first of all. You wasn't born there, you don't know what it is, you don't have this mentality, all right? Second, you haven't signed up for Navy SEALs training, okay? And those guys will come at you, okay, full speed like a fucking truck and run you down because hey man, you want to train kettlebell sport, this is what it takes. This is the training. I don't know how to train kettlebell sport fitness style. I don't know, whatever. And sometimes, and it's a skill, first of all. Know how to lead a person, it's a skill, and not everybody must possess it. And again, it's not about being bad coach or good coach. And you all know that some of the top athletes are shitty coaches because it's different, okay? It doesn't say that if you have full medals and Olympic trophies, you are the great coach automatically. No, you can be a super talented, great athlete, but have zero understanding how to work with, humans, and especially humans with lives, families, mortgages, stuff that's happening, bad habits, etc. Okay, athletes are soldiers. It's Navy SEALs. I tell you do. If not, get your things, get the fuck out of here. All right, very simple. Reason number two. And reason number two is the most common, yet again, rarely spoken about. There is a misconception in, how will I put it, in perception of kettlebell sport. Because here's the thing, if you take bodybuilding routine, okay, bodybuilding program, within 12 weeks, you can have pretty damn good idea what this is all about. All right? You don't have to get to Mr. Olympia, but you know what is it? Like, you will bulk, you will cut, you will do stuff, okay? Even within 12 weeks, you will have pretty decent, solid understanding. You take powerlifting, same thing. 12 weeks, you pretty understand what it's going to be like. Kettlebell complexes, hard style, all right? 12 weeks is enough to gain to understand. Kettlebell sport, it's merely scratching the surface. Because technique-wise, grip-wise, blisters-wise, special ligament elongation of the connective tissues and your muscles for kettlebell rack position, those take time. And busting stuff with 12 kilos, 16 kilos will give you very vague idea what's happening, right? But it's not. And coming with expectations within 12 weeks, achieving something, like trying to go for double 12s or double 24s, like people often really fall on their faces, and hence the depression, frustration and disappointment, because you thought that it will, 12 weeks you'll gain something. No. It's basically like with marathon running, with Ironman racing. Within 12 weeks, I can get you into a decent 10K. Do you know what marathon is? No, you don't. Not from 10K. You have no idea what marathon is. You can have an idea what 10K in higher pace is, but we're not signed up for 10K. Okay, we signed up for marathon. And you have zero understanding what marathon is from 10K. Okay, same with kettlebell sport. 12 weeks, it's nothing. And if you turn the tables, and if you really want to try, like I often call it, Girevoy Sport the second time. First time as an amateur, second time as a pro. The people that come to me and often, say, I tried it, it didn't work. We begin to work, it somehow begin to move, not because I'm so great coach. It's like I'm modest enough to understand what I can do, what I cannot do. But the skill, the understanding of taking, first of all, setting the expectations and creating a journey that the student can say, you know what? I can handle it. It's it's like mortgage. Come on. Same thing. You have 20 years of payment in front of you, and you will have your own house for your kids, for your wife, for your family. And you're saying, okay, this sum, I can handle. Okay? I can hustle my way, and I can put the money on the table each month, and within 20 years or less, whatever, I own a house. It is mine. This is the same journey of a kettlebell athlete, okay, that he must understand. Now, it's not 20 years, okay, but it's not 12 weeks either. So when you set those expectations straight, there is suddenly no frustration, no disappointment. Okay, it's like the infamous Route 66. Okay, when you're looking at the horizon, you're seeing the road, you're saying, okay, fair enough, I'll walk. And you take the first step. This is as simple as it gets. Okay, so Kevin, hope it helps. Sorry for the long format, but again, I'm not here to live hack you or creating viral videos for 30 seconds. Okay, we're talking about content and we're talking about deep messages here. Good luck with your journey. If you need any help or you have any questions, you know how to reach me. So take care, and I will disturb your feed sometime in the future.